The topic is rest and motion. So first we are going to define these two terms. These two terms are very important in the dynamics, or we can say that in physics, these both terms are very significant. An object is considered at rest if its position does not change with time relative to its surroundings. So if the object's position is not changing with time, so we can say that the object is at rest. And when the object is in motion, if its position changes with relative to its surroundings. Like we can take the example of this car. The car is moving in the forward direction, and as the time passes, the car is also changing its position with time. So we can say that this car is in motion. So the state of this object is motion. And what is the state of this tree is rest. Why? Because as the time passes and with respect to surroundings, this tree is not going to change its position anymore. That's why we can say that this tree is at rest. Next is the relative nature of rest and motion, that how rest and motion are relatively connected to each other. The state of an object's rest or motion depends on the observer's frame of reference, that from which frame of reference or from which point or from which viewpoint the observer is going to observe the state of an object. So what is a frame of reference? Is a viewpoint or position from which you observe or measure the motion of the object. So basically it's a point from where we are going to take a view of an object and determine whether it is in rest or motion. So it helps us to determine if something is moving or at rest. That's why frame of reference is significant. We can understand it more clearly with the help of these two examples. First is this train example. A man standing near a railway track sees a moving train and its passengers as moving. So this is a man who is standing on a platform and sees this train is passing on a railway track. So according to this man, this train is moving on the railway track. So according to man, this train is in motion. But according to this train, the man is in rest position because the man is not going to change its position. Now we are going to talk about the passengers who are sitting inside the train. So like this is passenger 1 and this is passenger 2. So as the train is moving, so both fell motion. Because as the train moving, then passenger 1 and passenger 2 is also moving according to this man. But according to the passenger 1, the passenger 2 is in rest, and according to passenger 2, passenger 1 is in rest. That's we say relative motion. Okay. So according to passenger 1 and passenger 2, both are in rest relative to each other. Next is the example of a bus. As the bus is moving and the passengers who are sitting inside a moving bus, so whatever the trees and poles situated on the roadside, that will appear to move backwards. And we often observe this as well. Because trees and poles are not changing its position with respect to time, but the bus is moving in a forward direction. So the trees and poles lag behind. So what is this? What is this we observe according to the frame of reference? That is, one object is in rest and one is in motion, which is relative to each other.